Om Shanti. Sometimes we have a lots of problems, but there is always one solution for that. We always complain about the problem that why only the problem is for me only. Though there will be always a solution, and every problem is not so big as we think and as we see. If we make our heart bigger now, then there is a solution in front of us. Only the thing is we have the I to say it. So one boy was his name was Atul, and he used to live in the uh, village, and which his house was surrounded by green fields. And he's very clever, but he was having the habit of complaining others too much. For even smallest thing, also he used to complain a lot. If his mother used to call him for the cook, he used to complain that why my mom will call for me. And if weather is also not good, then he used to complain on the weather that why weather is so hot and all. If a father will call him for the work on the land, then also he will complain to the father. If the teacher would give him a lot of homework, for the teacher also he used to what you can say that for the teacher also he used to complain a lot. So this was a big problem to everyone. Everybody doesn't want it to work with him or doesn't want it to be with them, because he always complained and at ought. And day by day it was happening, and complaint was more and more. People start to avoid him. So father was seeing it, and he called one day and told him that let's go and have a walk. And they walked for so long time, and they reached the pond, at the edge of the pond. And the pond was still and clearer, and the father gave him a handful of salt and said to throw it in the pond. And as the father said, he did the same like that, and the father said him to drink it. When the father said him to drink, he drank it, and it was really bitter. And after that, now told the father, and now the father took him to the sea, and the same thing he said to him, that throw the handful of salt onto the sea. And when he did, and again the father said him that now drink that water. Now that water wasn't not bitter, it was really tasty, and he drank it. And by this the father told him that, did you notice anything? The same handful of salt you have put on the pond, the same handful salt you have put on the sea, but that time you throw it away, but this time you did not throw it away. If you do not feel bitter at all. So it's the same thing, that the problem is similar. The problem is like a handful of salt. It is same that only the one thing is how your heart is, either it is a pond or the sea. If your heart is like a sea, you never affect your problem in your life. But if your heart is a pond, then that problem is going to affect you a lot. So it doesn't depend on how big your problem is, it depends on how big your heart is. So by this he understood what the father is trying to say, and day by day he started changing. And after coming from that place, he started thinking whole night that what the father has said. So it started feeling that the world is not so bad as I thought. The world is like that only. The only thing how I'm seeing it. So he started complaining everything. He started slowly changing, and he started focusing on himself, rather not to complain outside, but he started focusing on himself and started making himself more big heart, so that he can be seen. So he always used to have this attention that I have to not to become the pond, I have to become sea. And he was always, and he started growing and everything. The same situation where the sun was burning, it's so high, and back on the sun was so burning, and he was having very back the full he was sweat when he was working on the line. But still, he, instead of groaning, he said that no, this is my test, I can face it, so I should be like the sea, not the upon, he started telling to himself, when his mom used to call again, he used to have a big heart. He started not to complain to mom and all. So he started thinking, and he was started changing. People used to come near him, and he started becoming very calm, and everyone wanted to be with him. So in life, like whatever the problems come, we should not run away. We should always think bigger. Problem never comes to shrink us, they come us to grow. When we grow, problem looks like a small. So always keep learning. It's not about the salt, it's not about removing the salts, it's just becoming the river. So that, or it's just becoming the life is so beautiful, and it has a very solution. Has every problem has a solution. Only we should have the big heart to open up our mind, so that forgive, forget everything, full stop, and start moving. There is a life so beautiful. Do not run away from the problem. There is a beautiful life is there in front of us. So thank you so much, and thank you, Papa.